Oh, that's a great start. Bloody thing doesn't alt-tab well, let's just put it that way. I'm probably going to have to restart it. Anytime now, stupid bloody thing. Beta is beta, after all, I suppose. End the task. This is not a difficult idea. Thank you. How wonderful of you. Let's give it another shot, shall we? See if this thing actually works correctly. The hope is this should go through fine. Why won't you switch? So I'm just going to ignore all the hotkey settings you've got. So let's switch it out here. Okay, let's see if that loads. Okay. We might have it. Let me know if you've got it. There we go. It's actually working. That's nice. That was a faff and a half. Don't know what the hell was going on with that. Hey, you know what? We don't need those hotkeys today. Absolutely not. No, no, no. Hotkeys are for women. Sissy women. Right. I have a feeling my voice levels may be a little bit too low. Let me know if that's the case and I can adjust them for you. Get things working before we get going. Now, I'm not playing with them. I don't actually know how to access this city. I don't think I even can. If I can find it, certainly, but the way that it works is you've kind of got to join a region, and I don't know what that region is, and I don't have them on my origin list, so it's hard to track them down. Unfortunately. Levels sound good. Are you sure about that? That's quite surprising. My levels look a bit low here. But I guess if they're good, then that's no big deal. Yeah, we don't know how crazy the game volume is going to get. So, we'll see. I mean, it may be that the game gets a lot louder when we actually get in game, but we'll give it a try. Just let me know in chat, and I can adjust it for you as we go. SimCity World. Yeah, this is all this meta stuff. It's a bunch of leaderboards and challenges and such. Interesting. I wonder what the reward for that is. The population explosion achievement. Oh, okay, so nothing real then. Alright. Okay. Now, I don't have a game currently. That's the PC Gamer Island. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't have any friends. I'm sorry. So, when have I ever had the need to run Origin for stuff with a friends list? Just never. It's apparently Ars Technica's region. We can all, we can look through the regions and see if there's one worth joining, or we can just start our own and then people can join in, I suppose. Yeah, there aren't all that many, obviously, because it's a fairly small beta currently running on PC Gamer stuff. I believe this is the dev beta, as far as I'm aware, but it's hard to say. EA were kind of cagey as to what it was, so... If you've already played this, you can point out if stuff's missing or if there's new stuff in there that you haven't seen, then we can figure it out ourselves. Alright, let's rock and roll. It's going to create a game. I don't know what sandbox mode is. It doesn't actually say. Is that... It seems like sandbox mode might be no regions. Yeah, because you note there's like no one here. What I can see. But I don't really know. Let's create a game. I guess we can just start with a small region. This is as far as it goes. There's, what, 8 regions, I think? Which are all kind of different sizes. And different structures. Don't believe you can create your own maps, which is a bit weak. Ah, okay, yeah. Sandbox mode apparently removes random events. And you have access to all buildings. So there you go. That's fine. I know the missus has got a bunch of cities running already. She's been playing this for like the last 3 or 4 days. She knows way more than I do, but... Let's go with something nice and simple to start with. I'm thinking Whitewater Valley. Cape Trinity looks a little small. Let's go with that. Name the region. Public region or private region. So that's what sandbox means, apparently. Ineligible for achievements, challenges, and leaderboards. All buildings and limited cheats are available without random disasters. Okay. Yeah, this must be the dev beta. This is not locked to 1 hour at all. So yeah, this is the development beta as far as I'm aware. So you do have access to everything. It is not an hour-long demo at all. Otherwise, my wife would have probably left her room at some point in the last 3 days. Okay. We can... I mean, I could set it to a public region. It would be nice to see the interaction, I guess. Let's do that. No, worst comes to worst, I just set up a new one. Okay, where do I want to set up my thingy? This looks like a pretty decent spot. Land looks relatively flat. It's near a river. Let's go with that. Apparently there's a lot of ore there, so I'm looking for natural resources. No wind whatsoever, so if I'm looking for wind power, I don't want to be putting it there. Do I have access to rail and shipping? Lots of ore, and lots of water. Decent amount of oil as well, so I suppose we could make a mining city or something. We give that a shot. Alright. We'll head on in. So I've done the tutorial, haven't really done much else. So for me, this is very much a learning experience. I was going to sit down and play it, and I thought, you know what, let's just stream it, because people were going to want me to do that anyway. As soon as I mentioned it, it was instantly stream. So, okay, fine. We'll give it a bash. Alright. So here we are. You'll notice when you zoom in a lot of these kind of smaller details are quite blurry, which is interesting. Guess it does kind of make sense. Yes, thank you for the tutorial. It's actually useful. Scroll your mouse cursor over missions. So in other words, those are designed to help you out. But yeah, when you go in really, really close, some stuff does get a little bit blurry, which is very much SimCity. I mean, all the SimCity games have really been like that. It's to be expected. Draw a road from the highway and zone residential. Okay, so the highway is kind of important. And the reason the highway is kind of important, I should really just slow down time, shouldn't I? Is that it gives access to the entire region. So this is the highway. There's a bridge over the highway there. Connecting to the highway and then starting to zone would be good. You'll notice that my city is going to be pretty split up here. I mean, this is not a big area. This is actually a very, very small area to work with by the looks of it. But I guess it's okay for a starter city. So we'll see how it goes. Alright. Start by zoning residential. That's the residential zone tool, but it's not letting me do any of that because I'm apparently not connected by road. We could build the most expensive road, but there is quite literally no point in doing that yet. So we could start with something a little bit smaller, and then always tear up the road a little bit later on. Let's go with a medium density street. So the question is, how do I connect to this? Last time it was relatively easy, but this is the highway sort of running through the region. There's the rail to the side by the looks of it. So where do we want to build first? I guess this area probably works. So we can kind of build out from here. Start off with a straight line, which immediately ends up going right into that road. So I guess we can't start from there. Let's go a little bit further along. There we go. We can always connect it up to that road later. This is probably spending a little bit too much money. Yes, it is. It's spending most of my money on that road. Don't want to do that. Let's just build up to there to start with. Okay, so as far as I can tell, that is now connected to the highway. Excellent. So now we have permission, and it unlocks everything at that point. So it's it's a relatively small road. It's not insane. Don't want to have it cost too much. Start with some residential, as you might imagine. And then off to the other side, we'll probably connect up some industrial stuff. Okay. The question is, how much residential do we really want? We'll have all of this to start with. And you kind of draw it along the roads, as you might imagine. So there we go. We've got some residential stuff zoned. But it looks like we're going to need some houses. They should move in themselves, so let's speed up the game a little bit. Anyone going to move in? Yep, there we go. We're actually getting some houses in, so we'll have a look at that. Good to see. Oh, we don't have any particularly good houses yet, but they're getting there. They're getting there. Is it just me, or was the game kind of loud when I zoomed in there? Let me know if the sound balance was a problem. Cool. So that's now done, and I have residential stuff going on. We need some power. Yes, we do. Can we generate it ourselves? We probably could, but I have to wonder if I've actually got the money for it. As you can see, I've only got 46,000 simoleons right now. I have no power for my city. So we can build power, or we can bring it in from somewhere else. Wind is not a good option. Coal might be. All of these are really, really expensive. We can't even consider that. Coal power plant is a possibility. That imports coal. I believe I can mine it myself, but I have to imagine that that would require a little bit extra work. We could just import our power, but there's actually nothing in the region by the looks of it. Yeah, as you can see, no one else is in my region, so I can't actually import any power, so I'm going to have to provide it myself. Alright. How do you go back to your region? I guess you click off this. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, well, let's do the coal power thing then. Makes sense. So that's the highway that we've connected to right there. I don't really want the coal power plant anywhere near the other stuff. So we can have this kind of side be of industrial area. I'm going to use a medium density street for this. So we're going to kind of take this area and make it industrial. Oh yeah, I still think I'm spending way too much on roads here. There's no wind on this map, so wind isn't really an option for me. I'm going to go coal. And then what I'll do is I'll just import the power. You can see it even tells you kind of the direction of the wind there. Guess most of these areas are okay to build on. It needs a lot of some description. Can you actually rotate your buildings? Yeah, you can. Relatively easily. There we go. Sweet, so coal power plant has been built. Now, I don't think... It seems to start with 20 tons of coal. I don't think I have any way to get that coal yet. It's running now, I guess. We'll see if it... I guess it just starts with 20 tons and then we don't get any more than that. You can buy it from the global market, but it costs a lot of money. So I guess making your own makes sense. There we go. So I've currently got way too much power running, but the power is now connected to these houses, so everything's fine there. According to someone, the sound was a little bit loud. I'm going to knock that down a little bit then. Overall effects volume, let's knock that down to about there. We'll keep the music at a reasonable level. Always better to be too quiet than too loud on that. Now, you've got the ability to click on individual sims to check what they actually want. So, I can take this, like, we want some commercial zone. It's like, yeah, I can do that. That's no big deal. It's a nice little guide for when you're starting out. Let's check what he's got to say. Don't you want a town hall? I wouldn't mind. It's probably best that I built that. Okay. And I'm currently bleeding money already, as you can quite clearly see. And we need some water. And a town hall. Town hall not approved. Okay, I guess you have to go to provide working water before they let you have an office. Now, where do we put this, more to the point? I guess this all seems to vary depending on the level of water around an area. So I suppose if I put it there, it would have less. Okay, so put it near blue stuff for excellent results, it would seem. This seems to be a decent spot to put it. There we go. So apparently there's a lot of groundwater there it can access. So there we go. Water is now being pumped to the city. And I can now build a town hall. Very nice. Which is free, but costs you money, so that's always nice. I wonder if it raises land value. Could. Who knows? Yeah, we'll plop it there for the moment. Oh yeah, that made everybody happy. There we go. Obviously, that was a good idea. Give it a name. I don't want to give it a name. But I'll give it one anyway. This is the hardest part of everything, isn't it? That was the best I could come up with. I'm sorry. Okay, zone commercial. Right, fine. We can do that. I want to design this in a way that doesn't suck, which is going to be tricky for me, because I'm never any good at that. The house, I guess houses don't really get any bigger than that. It's weird, because I remember like playing SimCity 2000 and being able to zone different kinds of commercial industrial. I guess you can't do that anymore. Maybe they build up bigger later on. Let's see. Could do here, but I'd like to connect this road so that I can do another set of streets going on here. Oh, I can actually zone on the other side, can't I? There we go. Let's do that. I don't think we really need this heavier road. Let's just go for the smaller ones right now. I want this to connect in such a way that it goes along to the side. Nope. One more, maybe? Really? Doesn't look... Oh yeah, I guess it's almost through the grounds there. It's funny because you kind of have this freedom to place it wherever you want. It's actually a little confusing. It used to be grid-based. It kind of still is to some degree, but you see where I'm going with it. Alright, there we go. So more of a low-density street there. Something that costs a little bit less. And let's zone some commercial. We're going to zone it right next to the town hall. There you go. I've got that working over there as well. Sweet. So, what is currently going on with that power plant, then? It's apparently burning 4.3 tons a day, but I don't know how many days we've gone through yet. This actually runs at a surprisingly slow speed. Apparently, you have to have space for upgrades at the town hall. Well, I guess that's what the back of it's going to be in this space right here, then. Those of you who don't know, it is possible to upgrade stuff. Although, it doesn't seem to have the option there right now. Well, you have water now. You can quit complaining. Excellent. My kids have no place to play. Yeah, that's a priority. Alright, needing some industrial zones. Let's do that right next to the power plant. Pollution! Everybody loves it, right? Let's get some pollution going on. Sweet, there we go. Air pollution levels are rising. Yeah, I'm kind of aware of that. Stop the what blackouts? Why the hell do we have blackouts? We shouldn't have blackouts. The coal plant should be generating more than enough for this city right now. And it would appear to be, one would think. Wasn't there a little power thing over there? Should be fine. They're just complaining about nothing again. Typical city simulator. I have already zoned commercial. And it's disappeared. What? No, it hasn't. Oh, I see. Okay, so you turn that off and then that happens. Upgrades. I still can't do that, so... Please move the water tower away or you'll kill your residents. I don't know about that. That's probably fine. They'll be alright. See, water pollution level's clean. Nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly drinkable. Okay. So we've got some commercial stuff running over here, which no one's actually moved anything in yet, so I guess it's no big deal. Now, I believe there's a... God, this is horribly confusing, because you got a lot of data maps here. There is a ground pollution data map. I don't think we even have the sewage kind of handled yet, so... There's the sewage map. That's what's currently happening, as in nothing whatsoever. Water table... Health... Which of these 50,000 buttons shows ground pollution? Industrial tech, boats, tourism. Is it this? Ground pollution, there we go. Okay. Yep, so you've got ground pollution going on from these, but you're not getting it from here. Air pollution, germs. There is no water pollution. I mean, you would think it would affect that, but no, I mean, according to that, the water pollution level is clean, so I guess it's totally fine. Alright, we need to work on sewage, don't we? Now, unfortunately, the only thing we have currently is a sewage outflow pipe. It's like, well, we can't have a sewage treatment plant because we'd just prefer that you throw money away. And also throw away all of your sewage, which is not great. Where do I want to put the outflow pipe? Which part of the city do I want to ruin? Well, let's not put it next to the water treatment plant. That doesn't sound very smart at all. Must plop on a snap point. You'll notice these are the snap points here. This is the piping. I don't think you can design the piping. You used to be able to do that. I don't think you can anymore. Everything's sort of linked up. I guess we're going to have to kind of have it in the middle here. Yeah, put it downwind. Well, wind has a tendency of changing direction. That's the way the wind blows right now, but who knows how it will blow in the future. I guess we can put it all the way to the outside here. There we go. Let's pollute everything in this direction. So this is where all of the sewage is going to flow out. Yeah, the way that the game works is roads and pipes are basically the same thing. Pipes follow roads. Wind not changing direction is a very weird thing. It's like you realize that happens, right? So you can see that's the sewage flow thing that's going on there, and it's all the way over here. And it quite literally is just throwing sewage onto nothing. There we go. Welcome to the sewage outflow pipe. Water supply is still clean, that's good. We're starting to burn through coal by the looks of it, but we're okay for the time being. More power. You have plenty of power. Look at this. Look at how many... Hang on a second. How do I check power? Why is this up here? You'd think that when you click that it would tell you, but it seems like there's a bunch of power map, maybe. No, that's of no use at all. I'll tell you, there are certain things that are not exactly what I'd call intuitive. What I want to know is why apparently we don't have power. What reason could there be for that? Close it. That was... Unless power is generating gallons, which I'm pretty sure it's not, then I'm fairly sure I did not close that. It could be the distance from the city, I guess, in which case, like, oh, you have crappy wiring. It's in the light... The what? Apparently you click that. There we go. So it comes up when you click this. Look at that. I've got 75... Needed 0.3, capacity 75, and they're complaining about power. Yeah, right, okay. Whatever. More gerbs! Yep. I would love to give you more gerbs. They're requiring more industrial zones, so that's fine by me. I'll zone a crap ton of that stuff. I will happily do that. Let's run a few more roads. Low density streets. There we go. And then we can put industrial zones on either side of that. Getting at grips with the new SimCity is always tricky. It's like, huh, what is going on? What are all these crazy interface options? And then you figure out exactly what they're trying to do with it. And you're like, oh, right, yeah. That's pretty much how I'm feeling right now. Okay, there we go. There's some industrial stuff. We're still bleeding money. The question is, how am I going to get more of it? Petition to build coal mine. Oh god, yes. I'm sure I can probably export and sell that stuff, right? But I guess if there's no one in my region, then I can't do that. Which is wonky to say the least. Okay, yes. I can build ore mines and stuff like that. This is where I'm supposed to be getting my money from. This place has got a load of ore, apparently. Not that I have any idea what to click to get it. How do I build an ore mine? Water. Let's just go through everything and see what we can find. Waste disposal, garbage. Nope. Nope. Health, police. Nope. Education. Obviously not. City specialization. There we go. Mining. Yeah, we're gonna get some mining going. And can I afford a coal mine? Nope! Can I get a loan? Bonds? I don't know what this is. Yes, apparently I can get a loan. They are bonds. So I can just afford a coal mine. There's a lot of lovely air pollution that's going on right near my industrial zone. That's just how it will be. Alright. There we go. This should let me build that coal mine. Or should I build an ore mine, actually? Coal mine seems like it would be doubly useful, because I supply my own coal for my power plant, and then I guess I can maybe sell the excess. Or something along those lines. So, let's... No coal available here. Okay, I guess we need to prospect for this stuff, then. Let's slow down time, so I'm not burning away my money. Let's look for coal. Which one of these tiny icons is most likely the right one? Unless it actually came up and I just wasn't paying any attention. Ah, yeah. Oh, great, the coal's right next to the residential area. This is probably something I should have thought about beforehand. This appears to be where the coal is. Although... like, if I put it here, there's a reasonable amount. I wonder how much there is if you put here. No idea, because... it's like, I would have to draw... That's irritating. They should let you do that. If this is apparently where the coal is, I want to know specifically how much there is before I place it, but I can't do that because there's no road there. That's kind of stupid. They should let you do that before you even build the road, because why would you build the road otherwise? You don't know if there's going to be anything there. That's stupid. Alright. I don't think they quite thought that one through. Alright, let's get out of this. I need roads. Roads, roads, roads. There we go. Build myself a dirt road. Oh. It's not going to be a big road, so I guess we'll do a little one. There we go. No, I should build a small road and then upgrade it later. Quit being a dumbass. There we go. It's like, I really want the good road, but nope. It's probably not a good idea. Okay, so let's go back to speciality build.